welcome back to Lawyer channel. Today we are going to talk about statements that you give to the police. I'm going to give you seven reasons why you should not, you must never give your statement to the police without the presence of your lawyer or without the advice of your lawyer. The first thing you should know is that it is not compulsory for anyone to give a statement to the police. It is not compulsory. In fact, our constitution, the highest law of the land, says that everyone who is arrested or charged with an offense has the right to keep quiet, keep silent from the time that he was arrested, even till the end of the case. So even if you come to court and you tell the judge that I don't want to say anything, you don't have any obligation to say something. The judge does not have any business forcing you to say something at all costs. So the police also has no obligation to force you to say or give a statement. You have no such obligations, and I want you to take note of that. And this is something that should be on your mind anytime you're about to give a statement to the police. Now, what advice would I give you? The best advice any lawyer will give you: don't give a statement to the police. Wait. If you do that and you think you should do that, only do that in the presence of your lawyer or after a very careful advice from your lawyer. So these are the 7 reasons why I think and I believe that you should always have in mind as to why you should not give your statement to the police without the presence of a lawyer. Number 1 is that the police, when they are taking your statement, usually do not even know. Sometimes they don't even know what charge they are going to charge you with. So they don't even know what they are looking out for. Most likely, maybe it's an investigator who is taking the statements. He was not there when the thing happened. He doesn't know what exactly to charge you. By your words, the things that you say, those are the things that he's going to rely on to decide whether to charge you for this or not. Or sometimes based on the advice that his or her boss will give him. Sometimes even their bosses may not know. They have to go to the Attorney General office to go and look for reasons and the things that they can charge you with. And so it is your statements that you give to the police that will guide and help them to actually charge you. And so if that is the case, then why would you be the one to give them information to charge you with? So take notes of number 1. Number 2, going to the police to give your statement is like going to the lawyer of the person you are fighting with over a land and telling them your story and giving them all your arsenals. So here, now you have a land matter with, let's say, Kojo, and Kojo has a lawyer. Then instead of you to go and see your lawyer, you go and see Kojo's lawyer and tell Kojo's lawyer, well, this is where I got the land, this is where I got this is where I paid it. Tell him everything, show him all your evidence, give him all the things that your lawyer would have used to fight your case. The same way, the police is like the lawyer for the government or the lawyer for the person who you have committed a crime against. The police is not your lawyer. So immediately you go to the police and tell them your statement. You are basically going to tell that person that, oh, you are the lawyer for the person I am going against with, but I'm telling you all my arsenals. Come against me. Freely come against me. I don't know if you understand me. Yeah, that's basically it. The focus of the police who is taking your statement is that take this statement and get this person arrested or make sure he's sent to prison. He's not there to help you in any way, so don't be deceived. I know that it is said that the police is our friend. They're supposed to do investigation and all of that, and some of them do this, but I'm telling you for a fact that a whole number of people do not do that. They are working for a particular aim, and that's some of them, their focus is just on that, and so they may be mistaken and just think that they are just there to traumatize you or get you into prison, and so that's what their attention will be on. So please get to speak to your lawyer first before, or in his presence, before you give statement to the police. It will serve you well. Number three, sometimes when the police get you or they arrest you on the crime scene. Maybe you knock someone down. So you are traumatized. So your trauma may make you see things that you don't want to see, or things that you did not see clearly, or you may not remember clearly, or you may see half of the things that you actually wanted to see. And so because of that trauma that you may be in at the time you are arrested or you are invited to the police, please don't take it for granted. Don't go and give a statement to the police when you're under that trauma, or you actually confused, or you actually don't know what happened. Don't go and pretend you know what happened, because immediately you say that, whatever you say would actually literally be used against you in the court of law. Number four, the police usually, when they are taking your statement, they ask questions that will help the case that they have in mind. So they are not going to ask you things that will support your defense or no. They are asking you cases or questions that will help support the case that they are building. And so if they have it in their mind that you, Lawyer Tina, you killed Kojo, all the questions they'll be asking is, where did you see the gun? Where did you put the gun? They're asking you specific questions that if you answer, you're going to help them form a story that shows that you're the one who did it. Right? So literally it's like they put the answers in your mouth, then you may say it. It may not be all of them, but most of them, that is the focus, because they are prosecuting. Their whole idea is to get someone to arrest. Whole idea is to get someone to take to court for the particular offense. So immediately they come, okay, you knock someone down. They see you as guilty. Why did you knock the person down? What happened? This, where was your car? Questions that they ask you, you'll be shocked by every answer you give may be helping them to form a case against you, because you're the first prime suspect that they have in their hand. So please don't go and give answers to the police to the questions that they're asking you. Because of that, they may not ask you questions that will help your defense. And since your lawyer may not be there, your lawyer may not also guide you to say, oh, maybe you took all the caution, but this particular one you didn't see it. The police may not ask you what caution did you take. To them, they are just taking a statement to support a particular charge. And without your lawyer, you may not think about the other options or the other defenses that you may have that you will not know. So take note of that. So imagine that maybe they are charging you with the offense of manslaughter or murder. Murder will mean that you intentionally kill someone. But you may have a defense that nobody asked you, so you didn't think around that. Maybe it was self-defense. Maybe you were provoked. Maybe you went to see someone sleeping with your wife. You're so provoked that you couldn't stand it and you lost control. Or maybe something. It was an accident. It was negligence, but it was not intentional. But because of the questions they are asking you, did you kill him? Yes, I killed him. That is all. You will not tell the special circumstances that which the law would have given you an excuse. You will not say it because you don't know. The police may not know. The police himself may not be a lawyer, so may not know. Or he may know, but he may not ask you, because if he asks you, then it's going to spoil his case. So you will need the presence of your lawyer before. Number five, maybe you may be saying it in Twi language. Your interpretation, the interpretation of the investigator or the person who is interpreting to the investigator may not be the same as the interpretation that you have. So maybe you say something in Twi that you think it means this way, but the interpreter or the investigator will write in a particular way that later on, as they are reading to you, you may know that, oh, this is not what I said. Or your attention may not be drawn to it. But if your lawyer were present, the lawyer will know that, no, this is not the proper interpretation to what he said. Because maybe killing and something may mean different ways in Twi. Maybe the Twi that you are saying is not what he also understands it to mean. You know that Twi may have some interpretation, or people may not understand English. Translating Twi to English may not be as simple as you see it. And that translation may lead you to getting a higher punishment, because they may have written it in a special way that will touch the heart of the judge, or in a way that will make it look like you were guilty, although you were actually not guilty. Number six is that, you know, in other jurisdictions, sometimes they have videos. They record the person at the time that they were confessing the crime. Oh, I did it. There was a video to show that we didn't beat the person, we didn't slap him, we didn't induce him in any way. But in Ghana, we don't have that video evidence yet for such confession statements. So the law requires that there should have been an independent witness at the time you are giving your statement, so that independent witness will testify that, oh, I was there when Lawyer Tina was confessing that he killed someone. But in Ghana, we don't have that video recording. So we have no evidence to show that you were beaten or you were slapped or somebody induced you to make the statement. And you know that independent witness is not supposed to be someone who is interested in the case or who is so linked with the police. But in Ghana, people want favors from the police. People want the police to do them some favor. So because of that, they can say you gave a statement even when you did not give a statement. And so they may come and lie and support the case of the police that you actually confessed when you actually did not confess to the statement. And so because of that, you are better off if you don't give a statement, because somebody who was there, even if you did not say that this is what you said, the person may say that I was there, this is what you said. And that may go against you in the long run. So, to be better off, since there is no video recording and we cannot see exactly what happened, you to be an evidence between you and the person the police called to come and witness, and not the person you called. You have to be careful. And the law does not say that you have to call someone to come and witness for you. The police will have to get someone. They only have to show that the person is not linked to the police or the investigation, or the person is not interested in the case. That's all. And that the person understands the language you are speaking. And people can lie. So because of that, be careful not to give your statements when your lawyer is not there or when your lawyer has not properly advised you. Now, the last thing I will say is that the court put a lot of weight on the statement that you give immediately, because in the court's mind, that is the information that was fresh on your mind. And so if you're not lucky and you say something and you want to change your mind later, the court will still say, oh, if it were not true, then what you said, you wouldn't have said it. Right? And then if you say a limited information, you gave a half statement, maybe if your lawyer were there to ask you more questions, you would have said more. But you actually stated a very limited version of what actually happened. Now you want to add more. When it gets to court, the court will be doubting whether you're actually being truthful, because you gave a statement which was limited and did not have that information that you want to give afterwards. And so please, because you put a lot of weight to what you say the very first time or the very beginning to the police, you have to be careful, very careful, to be sure that what you are saying to the police is also something that would weigh you down and send you all the way to prison. So please take note of that. And remember that your statement alone, your statement to the police alone, without any other witnesses, can lead you to prison, or can lead you to be a guilty plea or a guilty conviction or a guilt in court. And so there were no witnesses. You were the only one who was there. But your statement alone can be relied on to say that, oh, even if you don't talk in court, or even when we don't get any other witness, then you are guilty and your statement will be tendered in court against you. So these are the 7 reasons I have that I want you to remember anytime you are eager to give a police a statement without a lawyer or a lawyer's advice. I know there may be so many other reasons. I'm sure there are lawyers here. Please help comments, let people know the reasons why they should look for a lawyer before they give their statement. And if you also have a personal experience you can share with us, please be very cautious. There are so many things that you may not know within the law, and so you need the guidance of the lawyer. Let me know what your questions are, and I will address them accordingly. Please share with your friends. Let us all advise ourselves. Until we meet again, this is Lawyer Tina, and thank you for coming by. Have a very, very good time. Bye.